Hello and welcome, or welcome back to another edition of Michelle McKay Yoga. Happy holidays! It's December. It's a cold and rainy day here in the OC. So let's do a little bit of yoga to warm ourselves up and prepare ourselves for the holiday season. Here we go. For today, if you have a block, that would be awesome. And the bells are extra. All right. Come to the middle of your mat and stand either with your feet together or hip socket distance apart. When you stand here in mountain pose, you want to get really grounded through the four corners of each foot. Lift your kneecaps, lift your quads, spin your inner thighs back, and lengthen your lower back towards the mat. Lift your heart and chest up, roll your shoulders back and down, chin level with the ground, crown of the head reaching up. Inhale, stretch and reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, hinge from your hips and bow and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold into yourself. Press down into your feet. Inhale, stretch your arms up, look up. Exhale as you come back to center. We'll do two more half sun salutes just to get connected with the breath. Inhale, float your arms up, reach up, look up, and to build some heat. Exhale, hinge from your hips and bow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold into yourself. Root down through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up, and then exhale back to center. One more just like that. Inhale, float your arms up, look up. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, fold back down. Press into your feet. Inhale, stand all the way up. Look up. Exhale, bring it back to center. And then find your way to the front edge of your mat. Again, stand with your feet together or separated hip socket distance apart. You're going to inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, step the right foot back. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, your arms up. You're in a low lunge. Now, when you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist. Take your right arm and hook it across the left thigh. It's really good to do twisting. We know it's holidays. We're going to eat, drink, and be merry. Stay here to inhale. And then exhale, unwind. You're going to come into a half split. You could utilize the block here. Have the block underneath your calf. You have that flexibility to have your hands on the floor, fingertips, flat palms. And then you're going to inhale, rebend your left knee. Exhale, bring your right foot forward to meet the left. As you inhale, you're going to lengthen your chest forward. And then exhale, step your left foot back. Lower your left knee down. Inhale your arms up. You're in that low lunge. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Take it into a twist. So now the left arm is going to hook to the outside of the right thigh. If it's too much to have the hands in prayer, you could always have the left hand down on the block or the floor. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Take an inhale here. Then as you exhale, unwind, come into that half split, utilizing the block or not. When you come into that half split, flex the foot so the toes are curling towards your nose. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. Bring your left foot forward to meet the right. As you inhale, lengthen your chest forward. As you exhale, bow and fold. Root into your feet. Inhale. And then exhale, let's step back to a plank position. So now you're at the top of a push-up. Feet about hip socket distance apart. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows. You can have your knees come down first. Come all the way down to the ground. A little bit of back extension here. So your hands are in line with your chest. Feet can be together or hip socket distance apart. And then inhale, lift your chest up. So think about lengthening your sitting bones towards your heels. Try to draw the belly away from the mat. Stay here to inhale. Exhale, lower the forehead down. Slide the hands a little bit further back. Not quite to up dog, but just a little bit further back than cobra. Press the tops of the feet down. Lift the inner thighs from the ground. Inhale, lift your chest up. Your back bend might be a little bit longer, a little bit taller. Take an inhale here. And then exhale to lower. Now, if you're ready for it, you're going to inhale and come up to up dog. Your shoulders will be right above the creases of your wrists. And then exhale, roll it back to downward dog. Feet about hip socket distance, hands about shoulder width, and you're breathing in and out through your nose. Little wardrobe malfunction, just tucking in the shirt. So as you gaze back at your feet, they're about hip socket distance apart, and you're trying to align the center of your heel with the second and or third toe. Take an inhale here. Then exhale, bring your feet forward. Lift your chest, inhale. Bow and fold, exhale. Root through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. And then exhale back to center. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, plant your palms and take your feet backwards. Bend your elbows. Inhale to up dog. Exhale as you draw back to down dog. From down dog, take an inhale to reach your right heel backwards. As you exhale, draw your right knee towards your right arm. Inhale, take your leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee towards the center. Inhale, leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee towards left arm. Inhale, back and up to the ceiling. And now exhale, right down to the center. Bring that right foot forward, separate your feet, hip socket distance apart. Inhale, draw your body up. You're in crescent lunge. Take an inhale here. Pardon me, a little bit of wind. And then exhale, once again, bring your hands to your heart center. Lean forward and see if you can balance on your right foot, right leg, I should say, and lift that left leg up just to a hover. And then slowly back to crescent lunge. Take an inhale here. Then as you exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank pose. Hold that plank position. Draw the feet together. Come into side plank. Left hand is down. Right arm can go straight up to the ceiling or it can go overhead. Inhale back to plank. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, reach your left heel backwards. Exhale, left knee, left arm. Inhale, pick it back up. Exhale, bring it to the center. Inhale, take it back up. Now exhale, left knee towards your right arm. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, right through the center. Left foot comes forward. You're separating the feet, hip socket distance apart. Draw the belly in. Inhale to crescent lunge. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Lean a little bit forward. Transfer the weight onto the left leg. See if you can lift that right leg up. It's a modified warrior 3, if you will. And one side might be easier than the other. Slowly come back. Crescent lunge. Hands to the mat. Plank pose. Shift the weight onto the right palm. Side plank, right side. Left arm up. Overhead. You can play with that. Inhale back to plank. Exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths in your down dog. Hands are shoulder width. Feet are hip socket distance apart. Keep your belly engaged and walk your hands back to meet your feet. Once you get back to the back edge of your mat, nice dog here. Take a forward fold. Take a hold of opposite elbows and dangle. And then release the hands. I'm going to say walk towards the middle of your mat and come into a squat, malasana. So if this is too much, you could always sit all the way down and bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Take an inhale here. Then as you exhale, straighten the legs, fold. Bring your hands to your outer hips. Lead with your upper back. Inhale, come up to stand up. Exhale, release the arms. And I think the wind has died down, so we can close the door now. Okay. A couple of hip openers. So take your feet about a leg's length distance apart. If you have a block, place that block behind your right heel. Hands on hips, rotate your right thigh bone in the hip socket, slightly pigeon toe your left foot, align your right heel with your left arch, open up your arms to the height of your shoulders. Inhale, reach to your right side. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up for triangle pose. Oh, that one kicking back up again. Yeah, we got to go with it. That's why you're a yoga person. You just got to go with the flow. Press down into your feet. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, release the arms, parallel the legs. Rotate your left thigh bone in the hip socket. Slightly pigeon toe your right foot. Open the arms to the height of your shoulders. If you're utilizing the block, it's on the second side. Inhale, reach to your left side. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Triangle pose. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Push down into your feet. Inhale, come up to stand up. Exhale, release your arms, parallel your legs, and let's do a wide leg forward fold. And we're going to take it up a notch and go into a revolved triangle. But first, a wide leg forward fold. Hands on hips, inhale, lift your chest up, look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, bow, fold. And see if you can keep your hands at the edges of the outer hips, draw the elbows towards one another, and try to balance out the weight across the four corners of each foot. And then draw the belly in, lead with your upper back, inhale, come up to stand up. As you exhale, grab your block and pivot your feet. So now you're gonna come into like a very short pyramid pose, right? Because we're gonna take it into revolved triangle. Right hand on right hip, left arm up to the ceiling, take an inhale. As you exhale, hinge and fold, and you can take that block to the big toe side or the little toe side of your right foot. Hand on the lower back and sacrum for a moment, revolve your heart and your chest towards your right outer hip, and then extend that right arm up to the ceiling. Revolved triangle pose. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Stay here, inhale. As you exhale, return the right hand to the right hip, and kind of like spin, get fancy, and pivot. Left hand on left hip, right hand has the block. Inhale, float that right arm up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, reach out and over your left side. Right hand comes down, take your left hand on your left hip, draw that left hip back, revolve, kind of scissoring the inner thighs towards one another. And then once you can't turn anymore, the left arm goes up to the ceiling, revolve triangle, second side. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Stay here, inhale. Now when you exhale, return that left hand to the left outer hip, push into the ground, slowly bring yourself up, maybe get fancy. Have all 10 toes pointing forward. Another wide leg forward fold. Reach your arms up, inhale. Fold forward when you exhale. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, bow and fold. You can have your hands on the floor, or maybe you want to take the yogi tola, where it's the index finger, middle finger, and thumb holding onto the big toes. Lift your heart, inhale. Hollow your belly, fold, exhale. So a little bit of yoga to keep you, well, mind, body, spirit connection. And hopefully it brings you a little bit of calm during this holiday season. Draw the belly in, lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your outer hips. Belly in, inhale, come up to stand up. Exhale, join your feet together. Come back to the front edge of your mat. Feet come together, bend your knees, arms up, chair pose. As you exhale, sit all the way down, and we're going to go into boat pose. Gaze can be at the knees or at your toes, depending on if your legs are straight or bent, right? Keep pulling the belly in. Keep drawing your chest. Well, let's say lengthening the chest so you're not collapsing in your chest. Belly is drawing in, back ribs towards front ribs. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, cross at your shins, come to all fours so you're on your hands and your knees. Take an inhale to lift your heart. Take an exhale to round your spine. And just two more like that, cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your back to a neutral position. Come down to your forearms, elbows. You can have your palms together. You can have your fingers interlaced. Curl your toes under and walk it back to a forearm plank. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Then as you exhale, walk your feet towards your elbows for dolphin pose. Walk your feet back, forearm plank. Slowly place the hips down. Separate the hands, Sphinx pose. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Stay here to inhale. Then exhale, press back. Child's pose. Slowly roll yourself up. And we're going to take a thread the needle of the hips. My apologies if there's been a lot of noise. Thread the needle of the hips. Right outer ankle above the left knee. You can also do this laying on your back. You could do it from a standing position. Take an inhale here. Then as you exhale, right foot comes down, left outer ankle, left outer ankle above the right knee. Might be a time for you to think, pedicure's still doing pretty good. Stay here, inhale. Now when you exhale, soles of the feet together, knees wide, for Baddha Konasana. Lift your heart, inhale. Stay lifted or fold forward when you exhale. Keep drawing the belly in to protect the lower back. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, drawing your knees together like you're closing a book. And we're going to set up for a seated twist. Right leg over left leg, both knees bent if you can. Left arm up, inhale, exhale, twist. Look over your right shoulder. Stay here to inhale. Exhale, unwind, lean backwards, change the crossing of your legs. Left arm behind you, right arm up, inhale. Exhale, twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half lord of the fish. So good to twist. Good for your spine, digestion, and elimination. And we need, things to be moving around during this holiday season. How many times have I said holiday? One more inhale. Then exhale, unwind. Extend the legs forward and straight. Dandasana, press into your hands. Roll your shoulders back and down. Chin level with the ground. As you inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, fold. If it's easy for you to grab your toes, you could utilize the block beyond the feet. If it's difficult to get to the toes, you could use a strap or a towel, or perhaps not fold as deeply and just have your hands rest on the mat or your shins. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, release the arms down. Lay down for bridge pose. Push down into your feet. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, draw your arms underneath you. Interlace the fingers with each other. As you inhale, reach your knuckles towards your feet. Exhale, press down, lift up. If you can, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, it lowers. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, it lowers. Push down into your feet, lift the hips higher. Release your arms, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower upper back, mid back, low back, and sacrum. Draw the knees in towards you. Rock a little bit from side to side. Take an inhale. Then as you exhale, lift your forehead up towards your knees. Make yourself really small. And then slowly lower it down and rest. One hand at the heart, one hand at the belly. You can let the knees gently kiss towards each other. And then see if you can take 5 minutes just to relax and do nothing. Let your mind go. After those 5 minutes have elapsed, draw your knees in towards you. Lift your forehead up towards your knees once again. Inhale. Exhale, lower the body down. Take one arm overhead, roll to that side. Use your hands to push the floor away and bring yourself up to sit up. You might have to adjust your clothing, adjust yourself on your mat. And take a moment here just to give yourself permission to create time to do a little bit of yoga. And then notice the quality of your mind. Notice the quality of your breathing. Notice how your body feels now. Thank you so much for joining me for another edition of Michelle McKay Yoga. If you like these sort of videos, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that red button to subscribe and the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload or I go live. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out, yogis. Ciao for now.